Hey y'all, what's going on guys? My name is Jake, the lead developer at Rapid Fire Studios. We're currently developing a video game called Mayday. For those of you who follow the updates, I apologize. This update was supposed to come last week. Obviously, we hit some forks in the road that sort of we had to go around and figure it out. But we're back here today, and we're gonna go through it real quick before we start. Huge shout out to the donators and server boosters of our community. Thank you guys very much. You guys help pave the road in the future for, obviously paying for certain things. Game development is extremely expensive, so we appreciate when you guys pitch in to help out. As you can see, we're on our new and improved loading screen, main menu screen. We have social icons in the top right, our settings button. We have our logo in the top left, play button, campaign, credits, and quit. We'll start from the right here, settings button. It's just a blank screen for now. We don't have any keybinds or anything to change right now because obviously it's not fully completed and we don't want to do that until we have all the keybinds set to go. So this will be coming at the end of the development process. Next we have our Instagram. So if we click that, it'll bring us to our page here. Make sure you guys go and follow if you haven't already. Same for Discord. If we click it, it'll bring us up to the Discord link. Now let's move over. Quit function obviously exits the application. Credit screen. This will be in the future becoming animated, and we'll add every new donator and server booster name right here. Mainly developer, obviously me. Volunteer developer Mo, who you guys have seen around in the Discord. If you guys aren't in the Discord, like I said, go and join the link. We have a little white square here. That'll be fixed. The texture is missing for some reason. Campaign we're not going to preview. It's still in the works, but just know it's getting worked on a little bit here and there. Not really. Our main priority is the maps. We have a new map selection menu background. As you can see, in the future this is going to be animated so that you can sort of toggle through the different maps. This is just how I set it up for now, so it's a little bit layered. We'll go ahead and click city here. As you'll see, loading times are extremely fast here. It should load within, yep, there it goes. So loading times have been dramatically reduced to about a maximum of 25 seconds. As soon as we get in here, we'll see that the graphics have changed. You'll hear a little wind sound. We can go ahead and now actually change the weather. We're getting 30 FPS. Keep in mind I'm on ultra right now. We'll go ahead and swap our lights to a medium. You guys will see it'll quickly change here. The brightness of day will go super bright. We can go ahead and turn on rain. You'll see the downpour start and the collisions on the ground. We can cycle through and head to snow. You can see snow start falling. In the future, the snow will actually cover the rooftops and the ground. We can change the intensity of all the weather biomes and such. So if we turn it all the way up, you see it becomes very snowy. It's a little bit too much though. We go ahead and swap to hail now. And we can see you'll hear the hail falling on the ground here. We'll turn that off. We could do lightning, so we get some lightning strikes. I do recommend watching your ears. It is very loud. Go ahead and turn that off. Okay, there was a lightning strike just there. We can turn on fog. Lots of lightning. Oh, okay. Go ahead and turn down the intensity. Not sure what's going on with the lightning there. What we'll go ahead and do is I'll bring this over here. Okay, so now that that's ended, we can go ahead and swap to nighttime. You guys can see here, if we press Alt, we can now bring up our cursor. We could swap to a beautiful dusk setting, you'll see. So you guys will be responding to medicals, fighting fires, excuse me, sorry I can't speak today, in various weather conditions such as this. So clear skies, rain, snow, hail, sleet, everything you see up there. We go ahead and swap it to night. You'll see the stars population is still pretty high. I'm yet to change that. That'll come soon. I've just been focusing on more mechanics and stuff. The weather is set on an automatic change cycle, so when you hop in, it'll automatically update, to do random weather. So you don't have to like change it. Obviously, you'll have the choice to switch it if you want. Let's go ahead and change this to light. Get rid of some of those clouds there. Make it a little bit brighter. We'll take off fog. And we can close this screen out. Real quick though, I'll show you we have the weather map. It'll show you the clouds and such. That's a developer perk that'll be removed before it comes out. Go ahead and press F4 to close that. Now our volunteer developer Mo has been coding a lot to get this to work, but if we come over towards the hydrant tool, we could pull up our inventory. You'll see pop up on the bottom. We can see we have a hydrant wrench. We go ahead and press E to pick it up. You'll see that it's in our hand now and we can run around with it. If we press 1, we can store it in our inventory. So there's a maximum amount of tools you can hold right now, which is, I believe we decided 2. I mean, it really depends on the tool you're carrying. We'll go ahead and put that away for now. If we pull it out and press X, we can drop it, and then E to pick it back up. Let's go ahead and store that, and press I to close the inventory. Huge thank you to Mo for putting the hard work and dedication into making that. So if we go ahead and shut that off, and then let's go ahead and throw on our jacket. You'll notice new character animations as well. Our character works a lot smoother now. And when we put on our SCBA, you'll notice that the tubing ends right there. We'll go ahead and fix that in the future. If we press K, we put on our mask. You'll notice oxygen no longer flows. You actually have to turn the valve in order for it to work. And you turn the valve by pressing 0 on the keyboard. So as soon as I press that, you'll hear it kick in. There it is. And if I press 0 and shut off the valve, you'll hear it'll go away. This only works if your SCBA is on. There's our pass alarm that we added. If you stand still for 30 seconds or longer, it will engage. It's super loud right now. We'll go ahead and turn that down in the future. Guys probably couldn't hear me there for a second, so I apologize about that. Pass alarm's very, very loud. Let's go ahead and put our helmet on. Our flashlight works. It's pretty cool. It's a little bit bright. We'll go ahead and fix that. No problem. We have a brand new vehicle added to our fleet, the ambulance. The ambulance has an interior and comes completed with medical supplies that will be added here in the future, as well as functionality to actually operate, or rather work on patients in the back while transporting. If you guys don't know, Mayday is a firefighting simulator, but we're also working to add in medical mechanics. So we'll be adding a realism spectrum to that as well, because around 70% of firefighters' calls are actually medical. The QRV here, we threw a texture on there. It didn't quite work. I'm going to be fixing that here in the future. It's not drivable right now because I was tweaking some things and I forgot to update it before the build. If we go ahead and take a look here, we can see that the mirrors of the apparatuses actually work now. I know a lot of simulators don't have this functionality, so we wanted to make sure it works. So the vehicles have that now. If we go ahead and hop in the engine, if we press T, the train horn has been fixed. The Q siren So you'll notice the Q siren does not wind down right now. Obviously we have to fix that, but very realistic sounds there. Go ahead and pull out here. We have first person cameras in all the vehicles now. And obviously those mirrors work, which is a super good plus because we can now back into tight spots and such. In the future, a new apparatus that will be coming to Mayday or Oak Grove City is the tiller. till it will be fully operational, and once networking comes for multiplayer, it'll be able to be driven by 2 people. Buildings have been removed from this build because what we're going to be doing in the next probably couple of weeks is replacing the road system and putting more realistic buildings in. So we didn't want to preview anything because it's all subject to change, and that would just be a waste sort of deal. Let's see here. We're gonna sort of off-road here for a second. Obviously, the interiors will be getting reworked. In fact, this apparatus itself will be getting taken out here in the future just because we're going to replace it with a new and better engine. If we come over to the edge of the map here, you'll notice we have water surrounding. This is just to fill in. It's pretty awkward when it's just, the edge of the map and there's nothing there. If we press P, there's still that parking brake bug, so I'm not going to do that. But we can sort of drive through here and see the water. The water reacts to the weather. So, if, for instance, rain hits it, it'll create like a, splash effect and such. And if we actually go swimming in it, there's a sound effect for that as well. Let's see here. Another quick thing is the barrier. So obviously we don't want players going off the map. So we have added a barrier so that you can no longer go past the edge. In the future, you'll be able to dive into the water and swim and such, but for now we've removed that ability. And give me 1 second here while I pull around. The ambulance is fully functional and you are able to drive it. The training maps and airport maps have not been updated yet. We have been focusing our main work in the city map to make sure we get that squared away, because once we get the components and mechanics down in the main city map, we can then go and apply those to the other maps. The airport, if you'd like to see the airport and training maps, you guys can go to the previous update videos where I show it off a little bit. Let's go ahead and make it a little brighter. It's getting a bit dark here. Go ahead and shut off the light there, get rid of the clouds, and bam, it's super bright now. The lights don't work currently. We're going to be fixing that, or not fixing it, correction, adding the functionality of emergency lights, directional bars, etc. in the upcoming days. Again, the mirrors are functional and react to their surroundings. Excuse me, like I said, I can't speak today. As you can see, it sort of glitches through a little bit. We'll go ahead and get rid of that weather menu. The hand sort of glitched through. That's just a simple bug that need a little bit of tweaking. The station will 99% be getting removed. I'm assuming very soon because I have a new station on order and we're making one customly. So the pass alarm, you'll notice when we walked away, it didn't deactivate with the 3 beeps that you typically hear. That's just due to the fact that the audio clip didn't make it into the build. However, it does work. So a few things to recap. One, if you guys aren't in the Discord already, please do join. You guys will get updates and such. If you guys donate or boost the server, you'll get exclusive updates early before these videos come out. So please do that. Follow our Instagram and YouTube if you haven't already, and make sure to leave any comments or feedback on the game. So far, anything you like, dislike, constructive criticism, etc. Stuff. Obviously, we'd like to hear from you guys. You guys are our main source of where we get feedback on what could improve and such. So please do that. Suggestions are always open. We're not taking suggestions for vehicles or buildings or anything, but If you want to suggest mechanics, that's completely fine, and we really appreciate that. You guys will notice frame rates have improved. That just said 4 FPS, but that's not true. Obviously, we're getting a way better FPS than that. I don't know why it's saying 4. Definitely are not at 4 FPS, or we wouldn't be playing the game right now. Go ahead and back it in, and then we'll wrap up the video. Few things that'll be coming in the future are a pager system. I know a lot of departments in the United States have pagers that they use, so you'll be able to pull that off while you're off duty. You'll have the functionality to clock in for duty, so that should be cool. Radios will be coming soon. Our CAD, which I cannot preview in the vehicle for some reason. That's another bug that's going to need to be fixed. Go ahead and stop here. Press M. The CAD's a little broken right now, but obviously that'll be fixed soon. Let's see here. There will be computers in the station that are usable. You'll be able to do things around the station, such as work out, watch TV, be on the computer, as I said, etc. In the future, we're thinking of adding a turnout station where you actually have to come over here before each call and throw on your turnout gear. Let us know what you guys think about that. I know that it's a little bit more on the realism spectrum, and so players might not want to have that since it's a lot more work. But that was just a cool idea we thought of doing. So that is all we have today for you guys. I hope you guys truly enjoyed the video, and I'm excited to hear your feedback. Hope you guys join the Discord. I will see you guys all later. Peace out.